Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, fans. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL offseason, you know that the NFC East is always a division full of surprises. But this year, one story is standing out among the rest, and it's got serious implications for the Washington Commanders. It's all about pass rushers, that crucial element in today's NFL that can really make or break a team's defense. And right now, the conversation is centered around one of the league's top edge rushers, T.J. Watt of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, Watt, one of the most disruptive forces on the field, who's currently embroiled in a contract dispute that could soon open the door for a major shakeup. Watt, as many of you know, has been a dominant force in the NFL since he entered the league. His ability to sack quarterbacks, pressure the pocket, and force turnovers has made him one of the most feared defenders in the league. But at the moment, he's not just focusing on his pass-rushing prowess. He's also negotiating his next contract, and that's where things get interesting. Watt reportedly wants around $40 million per year, a figure that, frankly, is pushing the boundaries even for a player of his caliber. The Steelers, however, seem reluctant to meet that demand, which has led to speculation about a potential trade. This is where the Washington Commanders come into the picture, and it's not just wishful thinking. According to some NFL insiders and analysts, the Commanders should seriously consider making a run at acquiring Watt if the opportunity presents itself. Brent Sobolski from Bleacher Report recently highlighted this possibility, emphasizing that Washington, at this moment, is in a very advantageous position to make a splash move. Why? Because they have a franchise quarterback in Jayden Daniels, who's still on a rookie deal, meaning the team has a significant financial window to bolster the roster without immediately sacrificing their cap space or future flexibility. Let's break it down. The Commanders, historically, have struggled to find consistent pass rushers who can truly threaten quarterbacks and turn the tide of games. Sure, they've had some flashes of talent, but no one has been able to consistently generate pressure at the level Watt does. Imagine the chaos Watt could create lining up opposite the Commanders' current defensive line. It would instantly elevate their defense, making them not just a good unit but a feared one. And with the NFL trending heavily towards pass-heavy offenses, having an elite pass rusher isn't just a luxury anymore. It's a necessity if you want to contend seriously. Now, it's important to understand that Watt's current situation with the Steelers isn't set in stone. Negotiations for a new deal could happen, and he might extend his stay in Pittsburgh. But the longer this drags on, the more likely a trade becomes, especially if Watt's camp signals that he's willing to explore options elsewhere. For a team like the Commanders, who are looking to take that next step and become serious contenders, making a move for Watt could be exactly what the doctor ordered. Think about it. Washington has a young, talented defense, but they lack a true blue edge rusher at the level of Watt. Adding him would be a statement move, a clear message that the Commanders are all in, ready to go for a championship run. The team already has a solid foundation on offense, with a promising quarterback, a capable offensive line, and some intriguing weapons, but defense wins championships, and the pass rush is a critical component of that. And here's the thing, Washington doesn't have to break the bank to make this happen, not if the Steelers decide to move Watt on a trade. The NFL trade market is always active, and if Watt's situation becomes more urgent, the Commanders could leverage their draft capital or existing players to get a deal done. It's a strategic move that could put them over the top, especially if Watt can stay healthy and motivated in a new environment. But let's also consider the broader context. The Commanders, unlike many other teams, are in a unique position financially. Their young core is on rookie contracts, which means they have the flexibility to make bold moves without immediately hamstringing their cap space. This is the perfect time to be aggressive, to go after the best talent available, and to push for that playoff push. The potential acquisition of a player like Watt would not just be about upgrading the defense, it would be a statement of intent. Of course, there are hurdles. The Steelers are unlikely to just give Watt away, and the price tag could be steep. Plus, the Commanders would have to weigh the cost against other needs on their roster. But when you're talking about a player of Watt's caliber, the risk might just be worth the reward. Imagine him lining up across from Chase Young or teaming up with Montez Sweat, the kind of pass rush that could terrorize quarterbacks all season long, dominate games, and turn the tide in close contests. That's the kind of impact that can elevate a team from good to great. Now, shifting gears a little, let's look at the bigger picture for the Commanders. The team, under the leadership of head coach Ron Rivera, has been steadily building a competitive roster. They've made some smart moves in free agency, drafted promising young players, and are now entering a crucial phase where they need to make bold decisions to push towards the playoffs. The addition of a superstar pass rusher like Watt could be the missing piece that finally unlocks their full potential. And it's not just about this season. The Commanders are also thinking long-term. With Jaden Daniels developing and gaining experience, they want to build a defense that can carry them deep into the postseason for years to come. Watt, with his talent, experience, and leadership, could be that cornerstone player that helps them establish a dominant identity. Plus, the NFL is increasingly favoring teams with fierce pass rushes, as we've seen in recent Super Bowl winners. It's a league that rewards aggressive, disruptive defenses, and Watt embodies that perfectly. Let's also consider the fan perspective. Washington fans have been waiting for a true game-changer on defense for years. They're eager to see their team become a real playoff threat, and the possibility of landing a player like Watt fuels that hope. It's not just about winning games. It's about creating an identity, a culture of relentless pressure and physicality. Bringing Watt into the fold would send a message across the league that the Commanders are serious about competing at the highest level. And now, Washington fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think the Commanders should pursue TJ Watt if the opportunity arises? Would it be worth giving up some draft capital or players? Or do you believe the team should focus on other areas of improvement and hold off on making such a bold move? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing your opinions, and your insights help shape the conversation around your beloved team. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates on the Washington Commanders, whether it's potential trades, draft insights, or roster analysis. So stay tuned, keep the passion alive, and let's continue to support this team as they aim for greatness in the upcoming NFL season. The NFC East always brings drama, and this year promises to be no different. The story of Watt and the Commanders could be a game-changer, and we'll be right here to bring you every detail as it unfolds. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your fellow Commanders fans. We're building a community here, passionate and dedicated, and your support makes all the difference. Remember, the NFL is unpredictable, but one thing is certain. The Washington Commanders are always fighting, always pushing, and always aiming for that Super Bowl. And with the right moves, who knows? Maybe this year is the year they finally get over the top. So stay tuned, stay loud, and as always, Geo Commanders.